And now we should have sound. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing on? Yes? No? Let me know. Yes? No? Do we have sound now? Excellent. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys just weren't paying attention, yeah? Oscar, how's it going? Johan Yelof, Cor, Charles, Jerry, Oscar, once again, thanks, buddy. And Johan Yelof, thank you for phoning me, dude. That is appreciated, man. That is absolutely appreciated. I thought it was my wife telling me to get my ass at home. Yes, I'm still just making sure that I'm actually getting the center of this. Yeah, so I'm locked in index number 24. Got my eyes on. And now I'm literally just scribing. Why is it turning now? Why are you turning? It's supposed to be fucking turning. It's supposed to stay where I point you. Something has just gone funky with this thing. You reset it up then. That is better. Because like I was saying, you scribe, depending on how many facets. So 24 divided by 8 is the number of facets I want. I need to skip every third indicator. Oh, this is going to drive me fucking nuts. Oh, it's actually turned out of the ball. Just tighten its little ball for it. Yeah, who's saying what? Shane, how's it going, buddy? Jerry. Excellent. Jerry is saying that his grinder is back up. Jerry was spending the day in the shop here as he couldn't work at home because his grinder's variable frequency drive gave up the ghost. So I told him if he can get his ass out here, I can give him one. And he ended up spending the day. It was quite cool having a bit of company. And well, he left, took a VFD with him, and he's reporting that it's up and running. Oh, yeah. Now, just to make sure that my indexing is actually on par. Am I getting the same, hitting the same fucking line? Yes. Go and lock in. Now this is where it gets dodgy because that thing moved. I'll be checking comments in a moment, guys. We just kind of have to pay attention at this point. ever so slightly. So if you don't have an indexable lathe, you can go and do this by hand, and I've done this for many years by hand. But it sucks. So spend the money, get an indexable lathe. That's what you want to do. Yeah. Also seen guys building these little indexes into their lathes, which is really cool. I just had it with my old wood lathe, and then I went and I bought this one. Done. I haven't regretted. Well, I regretted the original purchase price, but first time I used it, first little knife that I made, and I used it on here. Well, I could use the indexing. Man, fluted handles, everything I use on this. I just make everything on here now. Evening, Mace. How's it going, buddy? Shane is saying, so what is the challenge? Yeah, so the challenge here is 48 hours straight elapsed time, 48 hours. Preferably you start 12 o'clock in the afternoon, not in the morning, afternoon, because that's more of a psychological thing. Start 12 o'clock in the afternoon, pick your day, yeah, and then for 48 hours straight, make a symmetrical dagger, yeah. But don't go easy. Don't go easy. If you finish beforehand, then yeah, you've just made it too easy. The whole idea is to get you out of your comfort zone, build the best quality piece that you can in 48 hours straight. Yeah, it's easy as that, man. So if you work 8 hours a day, that gives you 6 full days worth of work. Yeah, if you spend 8 to 5 every single day, that's 6 days worth of work that you can cram into 48 hours. Elapsed time, not 2 hours now, 3 hours the other day, blah, blah, blah. 48 hours. We started Monday, 12 o'clock, South African time, GMT +2. And we finish tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Well, 12 o'clock in 12 hours. Yeah. So I'm not sleeping tonight. It's currently 12 o'clock, maybe just past 12. I am locked in my shop. The wife and kids are sleeping. Zulu is already done. Damn it. Yeah, it's 48 hours straight, man. Evening, Mark. How's it going, buddy? Mark already finished. He's in the US. He's in Atlanta. And he's already finished his build. Josh, I've got no idea, man. I've got no idea. I have got 12 hours. Well, talking about 30 hours worth of work to do in 12 hours. So this thing is now indexed. And I am actually, because the lathe can lock, it's easier just to start those facets on the lathe itself. So it also becomes my clamping jig for, filing. Yeah. So let me go get my files. Yeah, brother, I'm going to be as live for as long as it takes. The software I'm currently using to stream will allow me, I think it's 4 hours or 6 hours worth of continuous streaming. So I don't know, man. I don't know. As soon as no one says anything, I'm going to kill it. Yeah. I was live on Instagram a bit earlier. Aubrey, this is a Toolmate Pro. Toolmate Pro, and I bought it from Randburg Hardware Center, Randburg Wood Center, Randburg Hardware Center. Yeah. Some guys know it as Wood Center, other guys know it as Hardware Center. It was fairly inexpensive for what you get, man. And then, guys, if you're commenting out of the 48-hour knife build group, all right, please add your name. Yeah. These are called Opti visors. They are fairly expensive. I bought mine about 7-8 years ago, and I think I paid just under 1,000 South African rands for it. So it is fairly expensive. This is a number 5, which is a 2.5 times magnification. You get cheaper versions out there, but when you go to the optometrist, I mean, you're not going to cheap out in the cheapest frame, right? So this is something you buy once. You can buy replacement lenses. You can buy LED frames for them, blah, blah, blah. It's made in the USA. Buy the fucking original thing. It's called an Optivisor. You can get them from in South Africa from Cape Watch, Goldsmith and Jewelry Supplies, or Novus Design Studio, who is in Pretoria, in Waverley, but they are obviously on lockdown, all of it. So I don't know. I don't know if Knife Machine and Tool Supplies outside of Pretoria also might stock them. I'm not 100% sure, but they are not cheap. But it's definitely worth the investment. And I've lost me cursor. Where the hell is it? It was on the screen. Jan Yellow for saying, yeah, Tulu made his. And there it is, man. I mean, he's done. Yeah. He is done. He's got some fine tuning to do tomorrow. He needs to hand sand the bronze. And then he needs to finish off the pommel at the back. And that's it. For him, he reckons that's it. He's still debating whether he is actually going to bronze up. When I say bronze up, patina, whether he's actually going to patina. I don't think he will. Well, he might. I don't know. This is 5:30. Nice, dude. I wish it was 5:30 on our side. Same rules. Hell of a challenge. Yeah, man. So we'll have another one in a couple of weeks. Yeah. With maybe a couple of celebrities in there. Mark, no, buddy. I had a look at your design, dude. That design, the handle shaping, that thing reminds me of a stealth bomber, which is freaking cool. Yeah. I would like to do a collaborative design based on that design, and then you and me bake them separately, if you don't mind. Because, dude, your design skill is there. Your execution is there on the wood and on the quillen or the kion. That's fucking awesome. The blade came back and bit you in the ass because your pre-grind was a bit thin. Yeah, and that's why you got the crinkle. But if it wasn't for that, yeah, the Damascus you use. So, dude, yeah, that's what you do with the lemon. Yeah. Absolute pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure. Mark, seeing that it's made in the US, man. Yeah, you guys are going to get it for a hell of a lot cheaper than I will, because it's then shipped halfway around the world, and every single guy in between the supplier in the US and me at the end result wants to make their fucking pound of flesh, right? Yeah, buddy. You can always get I'm going to say glasses, just normal cheap ass reading glasses. That's also just a magnifying. It's like a large magnifying glass. It's just in a frame. That is a 2 times magnifier and a 4 times. Now it's really cheap as frames, and I've got a big head. Yeah, so they always squeeze me on the side, and so I don't like that. That's my glasses is actually Oakley frames because they don't have the thingy that goes around the ears. Fucking, I'm built weird. What can I say? Yeah. What else is there? Okay, so we had that one. Jan Supply in. He's at US as the Optivisor. Yeah, but you can buy from Optivisor.com directly. And they have the LED little framer thingy that sits in there, and you carry a 9-volt square battery on the side. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Excellent, Mark. All right, guys. So that was me talking crap. I really, really, really need to work, right? The whole idea of me going live is not to socialize, but actually fucking work. And just bring you guys in for the ride. Yeah? So we'll check in every now and then to see if there are any comments. If there are knife makers working that's on the project, and you want to climb in, yeah, send me a WhatsApp, and I will pull you into the stream, man. Find the fucking correct file will help. So I'm just roughing the facets in at this point, and then I'll go and sit behind my bench and clean them up nicely. But having a stable environment when you're initially cutting in the facets or doing any file work is, damn, man, that is something that you cannot live without. Okay, so hold on, let me unlock that thing. And this is the beauty about the mag base, right? So I bring it higher, and then because this light was just way too close to the piece, and it's an extremely bright LED light that is specifically made for lathes. You can't use fluorescent because fluorescent will oscillate at either 50 or 60 hertz, depending on what your power, your AC power to your house or to your shop is, whether it oscillates at 50 or 60 hertz. And on lathes, anything that turn, any machine work, it can resonate, and then it looks like the machine is standing still. Yeah, so LED is good. You actually get machine lights. If it is fluorescent, you can actually set it, and it's also the same type of lights that are used in the movie and camera industry, so you can actually set it. An oscillating point, so you don't get that flicker when you have on camera. But this one's fairly inexpensive, man. It's like a Harbor Freight version, but locally we've got Arndorf, and I think it was $600. Which is really nice. After lockdown, I'm buying another fucking 3 of these things. So one for each of my 2 lathes, and then I want 2 on my bench. Well, I've got a double bench, so I want 1 on each side. And I can dump all my crappy bench lights. So 2 down. Alex, how's it going, buddy? Shane is saying, yeah, man, I popped in, but it started going, so I had to get up. It's obviously my connection was going for a ball of crap. I then subsequently reset my cell phone, but I'm now broadcasting off the hard line and not the Wi-Fi. Excellent, man. I wish I should actually go and make some coffee. Alex, no rest for the wicked. You got that right, buddy. You got that right. Five-minute epoxy, buddy. 5-minute epoxy. You can't get your shit together in 5 minutes. It's not worth doing. That's why I don't understand knife makers. the fucking 12-hour epoxy. I have in 11 years not needed 12-hour epoxy. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong. Might be doing it completely wrong. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I've never pretended to know what the fuck I'm doing in the first place. And I've only ever had 5-minute epoxy sneak up on me and bite me in the ass twice. Ever. Absolute pleasure, buddy. It looked like you were working your ass off, which is good. Yeah, man. So, Alex, what I do is I mix my epoxy up on playing cards. Yeah. And then you take a lighter. Once you've mixed it, and as soon as you heat it up, it goes extremely, extremely thin and viscous. You can pour it into the zip, stick your tang in there, but then you make a 5-minute epoxy like a 2-minute epoxy. Done. Well, it's actually not a 5-minute, it's a 7-minute epoxy. And keep in mind that those it's a chemical reaction, and they start exactly when you start mixing. Absolute pleasure, buddy. Absolute pleasure. Can't grind on it. Oh, man! They should invent stuff for you know what, super glue. Get the activator that you can spray on it and it goes sets immediately. They should do that for epoxy. That dude will make good money. And if there's something like that already in existence, please let me know. So what you can do out here, the biggest brand out here, and I honestly believe it's some of the best stuff in the world. There's a reason that Pratley is one of the only South African products, Pratley Steel, which is an epoxy, 2-part epoxy, that is on the International Space Station, and that's the shit they use when they get a little leak, right? So the Pratley Clear is the one that I use on my knives. And I like it because it doesn't set full hard, you know. So it allows for movement, which is fucking brilliant. And if that's that set stuff is set, you can actually heat it up. You can bake it. So you can take your entire system, whatever you glued up, and you can put it in the oven. Yeah, and you speed up the curing time. But speak to your local manufacturer. Yeah. Read the information sheet. Don't know if it's a worldwide thing, but out here, okay, knife makers don't read, man. They don't read. Knife makers listen to knife makers, and that's one thing that you should never do. Don't listen to someone with less experience than you have. What? No, dude, I've never had that. I've never ever had that. Damn, I don't know, Alex. I don't know. If there's anyone in the stream that knows this issue, it might be because of friction from blunt belts, but fuck no, not on wood. No. Dylan, thank you, buddy. I was actually planning on going live on Instagram. And then I had a mate phone me and said, hey, you haven't done a live. It's 2-hour check-in. So this also will count as my 2-hour checking. Yeah. So I'm still working my ass off. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Epoxies in general. Robert, how's it going, man? Epoxies in general also have an expiry date. Yeah. So maybe that was it. Oh man, yeah. The stuff we use locally, Pratley as well. When it's set, man. You can get it up to I think it is I think it's just over 100 degrees Celsius, so you can really, really hot, and it'll still be with you. Excellent, brother. Thank you. Okay, I'm really not getting as much work done as I'm anticipating. I was actually thinking of only working up to 2 o'clock and then going, catching a couple of hours of sleep. But if I'm going to be chatting with you guys, then I won't be able to sleep. I must admit that the Facebook audience is much more demanding than Instagram. Shane, dude, if you overheat your scales, yeah, your belts are blood. Done. And keep in mind, add cook soda to the epoxy, Marcus. That's a thickening agent, man. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't add baking soda to your epoxy. So that'll thicken it up. It'll build little bridges. It'll fill gaps and those type of things. There should be no gaps before you glue up. Yeah, keep in mind the glue is purely a vapor barrier. It's not to keep the scales on. You should have a mechanical fit on your scales. Yeah. That's why when you're doing a full tang knife, there's always a pin in there. You never only rely on glue. Never. And if you want to argue with me, go and have a look in the Louvre. Any, I don't know, historic weapons collection. Shit ain't held together by glue. And that's the reason they've been surviving. Yeah. And then what you can also do is track down your supplier of glue and ask them what their track record is. I know out here in South Africa, Pratley had a 15-ton Caterpillar dozer suspended with two, I think it was 6-inch plates that they glued together, and then they had this thing lifted up for something like 14 years before it actually separated. 14 fucking years. I remember as a kid going to one of the Rand show out here in Joburg, and every single exhibitor walked underneath this fucking thing. Yeah, that's before health and safety got their hands on these exhibitions. Yes, and everyone survived. So chat to your manufacturer, ask them what the expected shelf life is. And most of the guys will give you a really, really vague answer. But they will have an expiry date on the package. So that's why mechanical fit, done, problem solved. Your glue is then there to help you set up. Yeah. So help you get the mechanical fit in place. Keeps it together until you've got those pins peened, and you're using Colby bolts, which is brilliant. You can just screw them in, grind off, and then the glue just acts as a vapor barrier. So the moral of the story, kids, don't rely on glue. So all my students, I give a challenge to and say, make 10 knives and don't use any glue. Yeah. Thanks, Marky. What time is it out there, man? Dylan, thanks, buddy. I might just pop over to Instagram for a while. But only in a while. No. So I definitely want to finish this. And we're almost done. Well, when I say almost done with the second cut file. And then I'll go in with a fourth cut, crisp up all the lines, and then we start hand sanding. But I want to just rough in everything because I want to get into assembly. So I want to get this, and this is where I'm going to then cut. I need to get this onto my surface grinder and cut the quillen block in because I'm not going to fucking file that thing. Is that it? That is it. It's like a little disco. Hey, you guys can't see it. Yeah? Trust me. I'm a bladesman. Trust me. 6:45. Excellent, buddy. What's our time now? 12:45. So exactly 6 hours difference. Well, yeah, 6 hour difference. It goes into my mug, imported all the way from Texas. So now we're on the other side of the bench. Yeah, so now I get to move everything back. I haven't smoked in about an hour, which is good. This is really good because I'm desperately trying to stop smoking. Oh, the mic is still on that. One day, I'll be able to walk through my entire friggin' shop, yeah, broadcast from everywhere and anywhere, and you guys will be able to hear anything and everything. We're also playing around with motion sensors on the cameras, yeah, and on broadcasting cameras. So if I walk into, for instance, from here into the grind room, it'll automatically swap in. Because the whole idea is I want to get to a point where I can stream just into the world. This is obviously a reason for it. We don't just want to fucking waste bandwidth, but they are streaming to an unknown, well, an undisclosed location on the internet. Whereby you can follow anyone and everyone in my shop. Yeah. So there's going to be some RFID tags that the guys will be wearing. And you can see what I get up to, what Tulu gets up to. You can follow us around the shop, which will be freaking awesome. Yeah. But only one day. Yeah. Only one day. So this whole lockdown kind of put a really serious damper on the funky plans. But it's all for the better, I think. Because I kind of changed my mind. Changed my mind quite a lot, if you didn't know. Oh, see, I was set up for Instagram. Going live on Instagram. So let me just push this thing out of the way completely. Yeah. So deal with the wire, man. Deal with the wire. My phone was dying. I can actually go live onto Instagram as well. So I desperately need a haircut. 5:45. Mr. Irwin, where are you located, buddy? I love that profile pic, buddy. Ed. Yeah, man, I don't think I'm going to be sleeping. Because I'm talking cock with yokes. Yeah, supposed to be working. Anyone have a question? So, hey, I've got a little scroty thingy. Look at that. Yeah, don't feel pressured. Yeah. Wichita, Kansas. Dude, I haven't been in Kansas yet. What's that stupid joke? Oh, Kansas. Do you know Dorothy? So, yeah, dude, I know that's bad. It's fucking 12 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, in the evenings. 1:45. I'm working on 5 hours sleep. 6 hours, actually. 6 hours sleep. Extra coffee then. God, how's it going, buddy? You want to join me? All right. So I need to just hook up into WhatsApp from me laptop. So that normally takes a couple of seconds. I do want to go make some coffee, man. And you won't believe it, Mark, dude. My coffee, Mark. I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah. I ordered coffee on 4 weeks ago on the Tuesday morning, and our president announced on the Tuesday afternoon or evening that we're going to go into a lockdown on the Thursday. So the Wednesday morning, my supplier phoned me. He refunded me because he will not be able to ship or deliver. So I'm out of fucking coffee. Yeah. So instant coffee it is, which sucks. There we go. Let me get you an invite link here. Check your WhatsApp, buddy. Click on the link, fill in your name, and join me. Buddy, life is good. Yeah, you don't like getting out much. I agree, man. I don't like getting out much. It's good. For instance, if I do a show, whether it's a 2 or 3 day show, whether it's a local, international show, for like a week and a half after the show, I don't want to see people. If it wasn't for teaching class, pretty much every single weekend, I don't mind seeing people. My average not leaving the farm or my shop, the biggest was, I think, 29 days, where I don't go anywhere. I don't travel. I've got no urge to see people. But when it comes to working, you get bored, you go live, but then you don't work. Josh, I did stream live to YouTube yesterday, but my subscribers, all 12,000 of them, don't want to see live shit. They just want to see edited stuff, and that's why there's no movement on my YouTube channel, because I don't care for the editing anymore. Yeah, so done. It's easy. I like the live stuff, man. Because for a 15-minute video clip, for instance, when I did the build on Sekiro Shadow Die Twice, the Mortal Blade of Sekiro, and the Broken Spear of Leonidas, I mean, those things, it takes me like 10, 12 hours to edit the fucking 15-minute little thing. Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee isn't out here, buddy. So you see Black Dragon Forge? Oh, there we go. I actually own my own brand of coffee called Black Dragon Forge Coffee. and I normally, when I go to the States, I take some bags with, and I give it to the guys there. And it's I'm not just blowing smoke people's asses. It really is good coffee. It really is. And last year I took some dark roast with, which is the stuff I drink. A lot of guys don't like the dark roast. We've got Mr. Garth. How's it going, buddy?
How's it? Lekker and you?
Can't complain. You're also doing an all-nighter.
Sorry to hear about your coffee, eh?
Sorry?
Sorry to hear about your coffee.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks, but what can you do?
Yeah.
We move on.
Yeah.
But
it is good.
Instant. Yeah. Someone from the 48-hour Dagger Build group is saying it's awesome coffee. Thank you. Yes, it is.
But it's even better in that steel mug.
It has to be in a steel mug, man. And it's even better if your mug says rule 1, don't fuck up. Yeah. But this mug has been tossed and chipped so many times that but I created the don't fuck up trophy this morning. Okay, so I'll entertain them. Yeah, I like this. Tell them what they're doing. Show them what you're doing. Yeah?
I am busy filing little groovy shitty thingies in my handle. Because I don't have a lathe where... Yeah.
And you're doing the crisscross? Are you doing the crisscross?
No, I'm doing the straight lines like on the Fairbairn Sykes style Dagger.
All right.
So, yeah. It's only my second knife I'm making.
Didn't you have like crisscrosses like Marston with JD Smith and Kevin Klein did? Didn't you have that in your drawing? Someone had those crisscrosses. I still want to do that. Okay, so I'm now going to go get my piece off the lathe. So I'm going to put you in focus, man.
Okay, thanks. No pressure.
No pressure. Just work. Yeah. Do what I do.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I hear you wing it here with all the conversations as you're carrying on.
Yeah, man.
But it was quite funny. Just before you started your 48-hour Dagger challenge, I was like a groupie on all your videos, having a look how to actually grind a Dagger.
Fuck, I'm sorry to hear, dude.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I use you as a go-to when I want to do something.
Dude, you shouldn't be doing that, right? You should really not be doing that.
You understand yourself.
I tell people I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and they go, "What? Really?" So obviously, I make it look like I don't know what I'm doing, and that's apparently the only thing that matters.
Well, you don't know what you're doing with style, then.
Yeah, man, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I am looking for a small... No, I don't want to go file now. I should actually go off to my surface grinder. I should actually go do that. Because I need to go and flatten, because that's my quilling block. All right. So I can go into the grind room and grind it off. And then hope and pray I get the same sections. Or I can just stick that onto the surface grinder because I'm running a 1-inch belt. A nice little 25 mil. You guys go chick, 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 chick. It's done. Turn it around, super glue it to the base. Do the same thing on the other side. Chick, 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 chick. Then there you go. You got a quilling block. All nice and flat. And I mean, I can go up to an A6 finish, but on bronze, that's stupid. So I just do a 180 and then run it just quick 2 brushes with a 400, and I've got a 400 grit finish. Ta-da! So that should take me all of a half an hour. And then I've got a quilling block. Then I can actually assemble this fucking thing. So,
nice.
You've got a choice, buddy. You can join me again in about an hour's time. No. So 1:30, about there. Are you going to be up still?
I don't know. I'll see how I go with this. I just want to get this
All right.
done, then I'm good. So if you go live again, I'll climb in.
Okay, so if you're in for a half an hour, I will send you the link via WhatsApp. Yeah? Because I don't know if it's going to let me use the same one. I don't know. I'm new to this. Wait, buddy. Gentlemen, it could be us. Hold on. There's people saying things. Oh, man. Yeah, it's the only thing that's forge compatible. And that was actually a suggestion by my wife years and years and years ago, way before I started making knives. I remember porcelain cup, brings it out to the workshop, and I'm busy with an angle grinder or something, and it always ends up with little sparks. Or I accidentally knock it over and it breaks. And in my house, the rule is if you break a glass or a mug, you need to replace it with 6 of them. So you learn really quickly not to break shit. And then one day she gave me a tin mug, a blick beard. And that's asked where she bought it, and I went and I bought 24 of them. Yeah, so every year I replace all my mugs. So there's always 24 mugs in the shop, and every year I replace them. And in December, we get to chop them with axes, which is cool. So all the previous ones, put them on a stump, and then take your knife or your axe and you go shrink. And the guy with the cleanest cuts, he wins, and all the other guys drink. That's a good game, that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to love you and leave you. Garth, buddy, thank you for tuning in. I will. I'll send you a link, and we see if we can do this. If you're still up, you're more than welcome, man. Join me in. Yeah. Excellent. See you guys in about. What's the time now? It's 1 o'clock. So we'll try to do this in about 40 minutes again. Yeah. Cheers.